several things, but we're going to start off with the amp envelope. All you have to do is press the envelope button, and then these two knobs control the attack and release envelope that's directed to the amp. So quite a long attack time. Well, that's cool. Wow, that's really going. Okay, so that's your attack and your release. Long release, too. So far, I've had the attack on 0 and the release on 0. It seems that sustain is just a given. So yes. So that is the entirety of the amplitude envelope control, which makes it super simple. And that's certainly enough to give you a diversity of envelope functionality as far as the amp is concerned. That will undoubtedly satisfy you. You don't need an ADSR for everything. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about octave, which we haven't really talked about. Octave, to set the octave, first of all, to set the octave, you press octave, and then it gives you several numbers, 1 through 5, or 0 through 5. 0 is all the way down to the clicks. Very low. 1, also in the clicks. 2. 3, which is the one I've had it in. 4. And 5. So that is your range, unless you're playing it like I am with a MIDI controller, which can give you a little bit more. But yes, so there is a decent enough range with the octaves. And next we're going to talk about glide. Glide, basically, it's not portamento because it doesn't happen every time you play a note. It only happens when you hold a note and then play the next note. So if we turn the glide on, I don't know how high it goes up. Let's see. Oh, it goes up to 127. So if you don't hold the note and you separate your notes, it doesn't happen. But if you do, as long as it was once you pressed the second note, if there was a note being held at the time where the pressing took place, the glide will work. So you don't have to hold it after that. Of course, you don't have to have it as high as that. By the way, if you hold an arrow key, it'll jump through. So you don't have to sit there and incrementally press it over and over again. So that is how the glide works. And, of course, we have been doing presets this whole time. There are 100 presets. I've been using preset 100 because I've set it just to this boring sawtooth wave that we've been suffering through. But there are 100 presets, and the presets that are on here are really nice. Here, let's listen to a number of them. Here's one. Let's skip one. gives you a little bit of a sense of the breadth of the functionality that the breadth of the sounds you can generate with this synthesizer. Yeah, they're really nice. I mean, because this is an analog synthesizer and it has analog structure, you're going to get pretty analog sounding sounds. And for this being a small, inexpensive analog synthesizer, these are some really nice, big analog sounds. Really nice. So if you're, looking for nice analog sounds, that's what this thing actually does. There are some percussion sounds in here, and they're actually pretty useful. Anyway, there are a lot of really decent and usable presets, and they sound big, much bigger than this synth looks. They sound analog. They're just, the presets are really nice, and I intend to use a number of them in this demonstration at some point because they're nice sounding, they're big, they're full. They really show you what this synthesizer is capable of.